I'll give credit to the Trumper. This dude is a master manipulator. He knows how to control the mainstream media without the media knowing that they're being controlled. Did you notice this weekend that the outrage surrounding Jeff Epstein kind of subsided, at least a little bit? Maybe there is a reason for that. The Trumper gave the media something else to be fake outraged about. This man is racist. He's demanding that the Washington Commanders change their name to the Redskins. He also wants our beloved Guardians of Cleveland to become the Indians. This is so painful. Oh! Several years ago, deacons at Woke United Methodist claimed that Native Americans were offended by names like Seminoles or Braves, Indians, Redskins. Even though these names have been around for decades, somehow, in the year of our Lord 2021, the media claimed that Native Americans were suddenly offended by it. My inside sources, they were able to locate one of the Guardians who were offended by these egregious team names. Now, as you can see, she is nicely dressed here and ready for a date with Squanto by the fire. Yesterday, the Trumper applied pressure to the NFL and Major League Baseball to return these teams to their original names. Now, some were criticizing the Trumper for wasting his time on something so meaningless. Me personally, I don't know anyone who refers to them as the Commanders or the Guardians. My father-in-law is from Cleveland. Everyone still calls them the Indians. On the surface, I can understand the criticism. With all the other problems in the country, it's seemingly a waste of time for the president to focus on team names in professional sports. But this isn't about doofus names. You gotta look at the big picture. This is about the Trumper eliminating the final remnants of the woke fungus. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. For years, I have been criticizing CNN for their hesitation to completely eradicate the fungus. Over the years, CNN has given these half-assed efforts to eradicate it, but as expected, it doesn't work. Like most diseases, if you don't eliminate 100% of it, it grows back. The woke fungus, same way. All it takes is one wanker spanker. All it takes is one person infected with white guilt. Over time, that one person spreads the fungus to others. Next thing you know, you're taking down the gender signs in the bathroom. You're installing tampon machines for dudes and making sure your health insurance policy covers male pregnancies. When you are combating this disease, you can't give minimal effort. You have to completely eradicate it. And to his credit, the Trumper knows this. He started with colleges and universities. They are well within their right to allow men on the women's team. If they want to indoctrinate instead of teach, that's their choice. But they will not be receiving federal funding. You know, it's strange. It's amazing how quickly their dedication to Wiener disappears when they're at risk of losing hundreds of millions of dollars. All of a sudden, their ideology magically changes. Now, do I think the Trumper should be focusing his time on worrying about team names in professional sports? Not necessarily, but I do think he is doing this to send a message. Do I think he's also using this maybe as a diversion? Absolutely. This is just me speculating, and I mentioned this a few weeks ago. I wonder if the release of the Epstein files, or the complete lack thereof, the lack of a release, I'm wondering if that announcement was made to divert the media's attention away from the big, beautiful bill. The bill was approved, I think it was July 4th. 48 hours later, the Epstein story is dominating the media. Wouldn't be the first time a president used a diversion with the mainstream media. There's a reason they choose to release bad news on Friday afternoons, especially on a holiday weekend. Either way, the Trumper is sending a clear message. The woke era is over. The era of the identifier is over. They can identify as the commanders all they want, but for the vast majority of people, they will always be the Washington Redskins. And it's not Native Americans who are offended by it. It's doofus white people. It's people like Liz Warren who pander to Native Americans while also pretending to be one. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later on the main channel.